There it is. Your grandparents' obituary. Accidental death, August 27th, 1960, Bracken, Kentucky. Private burial and family plot.
Well, that jives with what Miss Stonecliff said.
Well, of course it does. How else do you think they got the information?
Well, what do you think? She lied?
How can I put this? That was one very determined lady. I got a sense of organization, of enormous will. She was like an old war horse, centering herself, collecting it all together to face the charge. She was reading me and you every minute of the way. There was something strange about this obituary.
Well, it...
How did they die?
Oh, it just says accidental death.
Mm-hmm. No mention of a plane crash, right?
No, and why?
Let's find out. We need some facts. Harry. Mel Hayes. How's the FAA these days? Yeah. No. I'm not in D.C. I'm in Canton, Ohio. Listen, Harry, I need some dope on a small plane crash that occurred in Bracken County last week of August 1960. 2 fatalities, possibly 3 if the pilot died. Can you dig that up for me? Thanks, buddy. Oh, no. Margaritas and steak fajitas at Casa Caterina's next time I'm in town. Oh, listen. Do you still have my cell phone number and your Rolodex? Good. Thanks, pal. Sometimes it helps to have friends in high places. No. Let's see what else we can see in the local press while we're waiting for Harry to tell us what I think I already know.
No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it at all.
You had a dream. It's all right. Dorian.
I didn't want to do it. But I had to. I had to do it. What didn't you want to do? I had such a bad dream. What was it about? Thank you. Well, what didn't you want to do?
Just give me a minute.
What didn't you want to do? I challenged Melinda to a race. I had to. I mean, I thought that I had to. The race that ruined her hand. Why did you think you had to do that? Please, honey, it really upset me to talk about this now. Look, I understand it was traumatic for Mother, but I don't know why it was such a big deal for you.
What, do you think that I have absolutely no feelings?
No, I don't know what to think.
Well,
You never explained to me how you felt about it.
She's telling us now. She felt guilty.
I know, and I just want to know why.
Because I was a very good rider. And Melinda, she certainly wouldn't have cared if she never got on a horse. But she didn't want to be left out, and actually she hated that there was one thing that I was better at than she was.
Well, it sounds like your basic sibling rivalry.
Yes, except we carried it to extremes. But I never wanted her to get hurt.
How did it happen?
I dared Melinda to a race across the field and back. A very simple course, but she didn't want to. So I whispered into her ear that everybody would be watching, and I'd let her win. And that Mama and Papa would be pleased. Melinda liked that because she loved to please Mama and Papa. So she agreed. Of course, I intended to ride right beside her, just in case anything went wrong. Like what? Like I said, Melinda was not a very confident rider. Then Papa came out of the house and he said, no, we shouldn't race because he knew how afraid Melinda was of riding fast. But Mama said that it would be very good for Melinda to get over her fear. So Mama took me down to the barn and we got the horses ready. Miss Stonecliff gave the signal by waving a white handkerchief. And we started across the field in a fast canter. I stayed right next to Melinda. I knew that something might happen.
Well, it may seem that way now, but at the time, you couldn't possibly have known. Did the horse stumble?
I'm not sure. All I know is that suddenly Melinda's body would pop up in the air and seemed like it was in slow motion. But then everything that happened seems to be in slow motion.
As you replay it in your mind endlessly. Even now.
It's a blur. And everything that happened for a long time afterwards is also a blur.
I'll call you as soon as I'm back in D.C. Thanks. Curiouser and curiouser.
Something weird about the plane accident?
There's no record of it. Or anything remotely like it. On or near that date. Cassie, it didn't happen.
This is so strange.
Oh, I had a hunch.
Okay, so we called the county clerk in Braxton, Kentucky. We tried to get verification of my grandparents' death certificate.
I'm trying to track down the undertaker that was mentioned in their obituary.
Is he still in business? Is he still alive?
We're bound to have some luck sooner or later. Hairs in the back of my neck never fail me. They're telling me we're closing in on the truth, whatever it is.